Welcome back, Guardians. Today we're going to talk a little bit about a Warlock build I've been working on quite recently. This one is pretty good, and it's actually one of the builds I'm using right now when it comes to single player activities in PvE. This is actually one of those things that uses Warmind cells, so if you don't have Warmind cells to begin with, I'm sorry in advance that this isn't really going to be helpful. I know Banshee's being a bitch when it comes to releasing the mods you need, but this is to all of you Warmind cell players out there. So today we're going to cover a build I'm calling the Sphere Crusher. So to start off with, what do you actually need for this? Well, anything that actually generates Warmind cells would be a good start. That means any Ikelos weapons, any 7 Seraph weapons you might have that can generate Warmind cells is something you must have. Me personally, I'm using my energy slot SMG, and that is because I'm using this build with stasis, and that is for 2 reasons. Number 1 is for Whisper of Hedrons. This fragment gives you bonus weapon damage after freezing a target with stasis. And if you use this in combination with Verity's Brow, you're gonna get a lot of grenades, you're gonna get a lot of freezing potential, and you're gonna have that damage buff up almost consistently. So these two together makes this an amazing build, and that is also why I'm using the SMG, because Verity's Brow depends on an energy weapon. And if you can have an energy weapon that also generates Warmind cells, well, those 2 things just go hand in hand. So the Ikelos SMG is to be preferred, but if you have an Ikelos shotgun or anything else that goes in the special slot like the sniper, or if you have a heavy weapon or a primary weapon, they all work, they all generate Warmind cells. You just have to take into account that you have to use your energy weapon a lot more to generate faster grenade recharge. And what else could be really good with this build outside of this? Well, obviously global reach is really good since it increases the general range of your Warmind cells. And to complement global reach, you're gonna use cellular suppression to make it so enemies have an even harder time to hit you. Since cellular suppression actually suppresses enemies, making it so they can't attack you, this gives you a lot of breathing room in spicy situations. And finally, you want to go with Power of Rasputin, because Power of Rasputin actually stacks with the damage buff you get from the Hedron's Fragment. Since the Hedron's Fragment is a buff to the player, and the Power of Rasputin is a debuff to the enemy, meaning they don't overlap each other, they actually work well together. And that is also why I like this build with stasis, because it sets up an amazing potential of having your super up a lot. You get to have your grenades up way more often than you usually do. You also get the damage boost fairly consistently due to being able to freeze a lot more often. And you also deal an amazing amount of damage due to the damage buff in combination with Power of Rasputin. So that is why I would like to recommend this build for all of you Warlocks out there. This is definitely something you want to try in, say, the Prophecy or any harder solo activities, or maybe even in your next raid or in a Nightfall. Well, this is just a great versatile build. And with that being said, I want to ask you guys a question, and that is, what do you think about this build? Do you see the potential in it, or do you think it's just a load of crap? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you did enjoy the video, then liking the video and subscribing to the channel is a great way to stay up to date on all the latest uploads. It's also a fantastic way to support the channel itself. And with that being said, I want to wish you the very best of your day, and I will see you next time. This is TCSpectre, signing off.